The city of New Orleans says crews are testing the damaged turbine that caused a reduction in pumping capacity. It's working to see if it's ready to be fully brought back online. But what does all of this really mean, and should people be worried? Joining us now to talk about all of this is civil engineer H.J. Bosworth. H.J., tell us, even when this turbine is brought back online, I mean, they're still down 3. Is that really a cushion?
It's not much of it's not a very good backup plan. You know, the Saints have a backup plan. Entergy has backup plans if the main power generator should go down for the city. Somehow or another, the Sewage and Water Board doesn't have a good backup plan. You know, maintaining all these things, taking them out of service during hurricane season didn't seem to me to be very smart. The more we learn, the more we realize, boy, this doesn't sound good. And we've got to keep our fingers crossed that we don't have, you know, the heavy, heavy rain that we had on Saturday much often
yeah, I
throughout
mean,
the rest of the summer.
It seems almost as if they're on their final backup plan right now. You know, is what happened, you know, last Saturday, is that a fluke, or were they just kind of finally caught, you know, at this lowered capacity?
I think they were finally caught. I think the Sewage and Water Board has some internal issues with staffing and filling positions that, from what I understand, aren't filled due to a pay scale issue. And they're scrambling to do what they can with the limited personnel.
Now the real question, you know, people are saying, like, why don't you fix the pumps, have new pumps, have working pumps? Obviously all of that makes sense in a sense, but is there maybe more modern pumps that they could get, some newer technology that would do things better?
The pumps that we use were actually copied in the 50s by the Dutch to move water that they needed to move after their flood protection failure in the early 50s. The old pumps are excellent. They function. They've been functioning for years and years and years. Sometimes when you buy new pumps, they're made overseas. They may have issues. They may not last quite as long. They know good and well how long these things last because they can keep them in service for 50 or 60 years without issues. But when they do need to be rewound, when they do need to be maintained, it's important to have a competent staff to go in there, rework them, and put them back online. Certainly, it would be much better had they had backup turbines to drop in to where the old turbines were pulled out. This wasn't the case, and in the future, I would hope that that is the way forward.
You see these, at least one turbine hadn't been fixed since Katrina, another one since 2012. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, do you think there's some sort of need? Levees.org, the organization you're with, do you think we need some sort of watchdog over the Sewage and Water Board?
It would be useful, because certainly people don't usually perform the best unless they're criticized. Yeah. I mean, the guys on the Saints field, they get criticized or they get fired. Same thing should happen in critical elements of our infrastructure and government.
All right, H.J., I know that there's a lot of people out there that certainly agree with you. This morning, we're just hearing that the mayor's office will be holding a press conference at 9 a.m. To go ahead and update us on the situation with the pumps and the testing of the turbine there.